just about ready to take a bike ride almost out the gate, and we heard a crash, so I gotta throw this thing in the fish pond. I put this somewhere. Here, hold that. All right, done. Now we're ready to head out, except we're looking at the weather. Because it says 70-80% chance of rain, but I don't know. And then after a few hours, not supposed to be much. So we're going to head out and see what happens. Onward towards the gate. See you, Harriet. Another of Bulakan's infamous flood control projects. I don't know if you can see that from here. I got it zoomed in. But they put bags of miscellaneous, who knows what's in there, behind a framework, and then they just put a thin top coat of concrete over it. And that's pretty much why none of this lasts. Now, whether this is one of these flood control projects, it's what they call anomalous, I don't know. But there's a lot of ghost projects, and anybody that's been watching the Philippine news knows that this is huge. Billions of pesos wasted on fake projects and substandard projects. So I saw these things before, and I couldn't believe the way they make them. And I'm thinking, how long can these things last? And they don't. So anyway, this is just an example. But see the guy putting that little skim coat? There's just a lot of bags and stuff. I don't know whether it's gravel, rocks, what's in there. But they put them back against behind the framework, and then just kind of put a skim coat over them. They do that on roads too. They just put a thin skim coat. When that coat breaks, then the gravel underneath is not substantial enough to resist anything, and the whole thing caves. It's really amazing the amount of money that's just wasted. Anyway, just saw this. We're on the bridge and getting ready to head out. Not sure where we're going because of the weather, but we're going somewhere. Got back from our trip on the bikes. What'd you think about that bike trip today, Josie?
No, it's wet.
Yeah. Well, sometime you should listen to premonitions you have, I guess. Before we left, I had a headache, and the forecast was not good for rain, but it was still sunny, and so we headed out, but didn't quite work out. Luckily, we didn't go too far, and we were close to home when it started pouring. Let's see what she's making. I'm fixing a cup of coffee, and Josie is fixing supper, but she's also watching these fishing videos. What kind of fish is that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a Japanese vlog.
Oh, it's got a lot of spiny stuff on the top of it to grab it, that's for sure. Okay, what's for dinner?
Beef steak. My eyes is kind of
Burning?
I'm crying because of the onion.
What do you... Oh, I thought you were crying because you got wet.
No, because of the onion.
What's the trick on that? You're supposed to cut this stuff underwater? Is that it?
Yeah.
There's some kind of trick.
I forgot it.
If anybody can think of the trick.
I think you have to put this on the water for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's tricks to this, but I don't know what it is either. If anybody knows, they can let us know.
I didn't, I do na lang whatever I want.
Yeah, it's burning. The one that really gets me is when you're frying garlic, though, huh?
Oh yeah.
It burns my eyes.
Ah, that's the onion. So I already put the onion with that.
Wasn't it garlic that's kind of when you cook it though?
Yeah.
It burns. Okay, what I really like about this beefsteak thing is I love lots of onions in it. Love that. So let's talk about what's in the news today. Oh, the funniest thing I thought is a relative of the press secretary, Trump's press secretary, was arrested by immigration. Oh, ironic, huh? Funny. And the Miss Universe, the transgender woman that's co-owner, I see they got a warrant out for her arrest.
Wow.
Yeah, this is to do with something, a non-appearance in court on a fraud charge that she was out on bail.
Wow.
And then they had all that whole issue with who was that man, the Thai that was giving Miss Mexico hell?
I don't know.
Well, whoever was there with all of the contestants. Wow. They actually removed him, I think, after that. And then, ironically, Miss Mexico won. And I knew she would when she was down there in the finalists because I thought the sympathy vote has got to be with that woman.
Yeah.
And it was. So kind of all karma worked out for the loser was giving her hell.
Yeah.
And it worked maybe to her advantage. This is what Josie likes to do, and I try and avoid these urban renewal projects. What are you doing here now?
Replacing the old picture here. I mean, all the things that hang here, and I replace it into a mirror.
You know, I was thinking, what with the paint that just flakes and not really wanting to move everything out of the house. That'd be like a nightmare, and you can't, all these walls, they got to be stripped now of all the paint because it's just bubbled. So anyway, Josie came up with this idea. You can't hardly see it there, but
Yeah.
actually she took some, what is that, just kind of some cheap caulk that you got on Lazada?
No, DIY.
Well, DIY, yeah. But you basically just rub it into the paint.
Yeah.
And cover the nasty spots,
Yeah, loco.
which you can barely see probably on the video.
It's covering the
Yeah,
part that was
it's kind of surprising.
ruined.
Kind of
And
surprising.
I will fix pa some of the thing like that.
Because there's just a lot of
The paint is
obviously the walls were not sealed. They just slapped paint on, and then after a few years, it started to separate. But anyway, she's improving things somewhat. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like decorating.
She likes decorating, yeah. And the mirrors actually look pretty good. Mirrors always make a place look bigger, so not bad.
Okay.
She finally found something she liked. You know those concrete picture hangers that you get that have like 3 or 4 nails in them, and it's really hard to hit it all straight without bending one.
This is nice now.
And some of them, the hook part on them breaks off if you hit it. It's
This
already brittle. But this part these are just single little. Let me get one of those and show it. It's just a single one, and it works real good for light stuff. Real good. All right. Where is it? There it is. Look at that. It'll focus in on that, huh? Anyway, it's just got one that you hit, so it's not such a problem. And it's a nice little hanger. Works real good because you don't need much to hold it up, and it's going into concrete. So all this stuff is light. What? I just got done telling the people how easy it was.
It's easy. I mean, the sizing kasi.
Oh, you got the wrong spot?
No, this thing kasi,
Yeah.
they're not the same.
I get it. Yeah.
A little lang naman.
So it's just slightly off, so we're gonna have a redo.
I use this so it
Hmm.
will not really ruin the...
I don't know. I think you'd have to be a genius to get it just in the right spot to line up with the others, huh?
That's why I'm sizing it, but the thread is not the same with the others.
Fluffy, what are you squawking about, huh? You didn't like your toy? You were afraid of your toy? Come here. Say hi. Is that hi? She's in her sex issue, so she's noisy. Yeah. This is when she's in a great mood, though. Really great mood. Yeah, really great mood. You can basically do whatever you want. You can hold her upside down or, whatever. Sometimes she's in kind of a potty mood, but when she's in this sex issue thing, she's really friendly. But noisy. That's right. And she wants to go everywhere you are. She wants attention. Evacuating the premises because of burning eyeballs. I got to get in. Yeah, I'm telling you, it really does.
My eyes is...
Yeah, it's really rough when you're in there. And there's no vent fan in there. Go get that thing, Fluffy. It's out of control, Fluff. You better catch it. Where is it? Is this a neat cat toy or what, huh? The thing reverses. It runs one way and then it has a break and then there it comes. It goes the other way. I can't get Fluffy to chase it yet. She's kind of scared of it. You gonna catch that thing? It's rechargeable. It's like 88 pesos or something. Well, everybody was crying a while ago, but we're not crying anymore because we got a delicious dinner. What do we got here?
Beef steak Tagalog with lots of white onion.
Lots of white onion. And you use something instead of soy sauce.
I use this organic coconut aminos alternate for soy sauce.
And why were you using that?
So it's not salty.
Yeah, and also your thyroid, huh?
Yeah, for my thyroid.
Because it doesn't have soy. Yeah.
Okay, this is the finished product.
That's going to be interesting because she tasted that and it was a little, you said, tasted a little vinegary, different.
And a little sweet.
But I thought it's going to go great with this beef. So we're going to test this thing out.